Hey guys, so today's makeup tutorial is going to be on this look that I'm wearing right now. Obviously it is a springtime look. So in Australia, the beginning of September marked the beginning of spring, which is super exciting because it means Christmas is coming and summer is coming and exciting times are ahead. So today is a really nice day, the sun is shining and I just felt like doing something nice and colourful and springy. So I did a nice golden eye on top with a pop of bright blue on the lower waterline. And then I just did like a nice nudish lip with some golden glowing skin, and there you have it. I'm really tired, I just fell asleep on the lounge. Ugh. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a like if you do like it, and if you have any video requests, please leave them down below. Any of my US subscribers, if you want me to do like fall makeup tutorials for you guys who are going into fall, just let me know down below. Just let me know down below and I can do those for you guys. So yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! So to start off the look, I'm going to prime my skin with the L'Oreal Lumi Magique primer to give me a nice dewy base. And then for foundations, I'm actually mixing L'Oreal Lumi Magique with a little bit of L'Oreal True Match. And I'm doing this because the L'Oreal True Match has more of a yellow base and I just wanted to lighten the foundation up and give it a little bit more of a yellow base. So I'm just pressing that into my skin using my damp beauty blender. Then for eyes, I'm first priming using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot as usual, and then I'm using the Naked Base, no, not the Naked Basics, the original Naked palette by Urban Decay for this look. And I'm first taking the colour called Naked, and this is just being my transition shade. I'm just really buffing that into the crease, not being too particular with it, just buffing it all over. Then I'm going in with the shade Buck, which is a warm toned brown, and I'm going in with my MAC 217 brush, which is more precise than the blending brush I used before, and that's going to be focused right in the crease and brought right into the inner corner of the eye. Then I'm taking the shade Half Baked, which is my favorite gold shade. It is so beautiful, and I'm packing that all over my lid right up to the crease, so taking my time just to really pack that on and get the most intense shimmer I can. And then I take my 217 with no additional product just to blend the edges. Then I'm taking this Dark Horse shade and I'm using a smudgy brush just to place this in the outer corner. I'm not really using a lot of this shade, I just wanted to add a little bit of depth to the outer corner. And then of course just blending it out with a blending brush. I'm using my Eye of Horus black eyeliner pencil, and I'm just going to run that through my tight line obviously, and then I'm going to dot that along my upper lash line and then take a little flat brush that's quite dense to blend that out because I didn't want anything too neat, I just wanted it to be smudgy and messy. Then I'm curling my lashes and applying a coat of my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara and putting on my Red Cherry 415 lashes. Moving back onto the face, I'm using this Becca stick foundation, and I am going to contour with this. I sprayed it with a little bit of Max Fix Plus because it was getting a bit dry, and I'm just carving out my cheekbones and using a Real Techniques Duo Fiber contour brush just to blend that out. It takes a little while to blend it out, but just be persistent, keep blending, and it will end up looking really nice. Then I do take it around my hairline, my temples, on my forehead, all those kind of areas. And also under my jawbone just to give that a little bit more definition as well. Then just using my beauty blender, I go ahead and make sure that the edges are nice and blended and nothing is too harsh. Then to conceal my under eyes, I'm using my Maybelline, I nearly went to say MAC, my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20, and I'm just putting that underneath my eyes and using it as a highlight shade as well, so I'm really taking it out along my tops of my cheekbones, and then I'm just going to press that into the skin using my beauty blender once again. Then I'm just going to conceal and highlight the center of my face, so taking it in the middle of my forehead, down my nose and around my nose, and then on my chin, and then just a little bit above my eyebrows. So yeah, this is just acting as a highlight because it is lighter than my skin tone, and I'm just blending it all out with my beauty blender once again. I wanted everything to be nice and dewy, so I set with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. I'm not too sure which shade I used, but I will link it down below. And I just used a Real Techniques contour brush just to set all of those areas in place, mainly the center of my face. I didn't want to take away any of the nice natural glow I had going on. Then to sharpen up my contour a little bit more, I just used the Models Prefer contouring kit. And I used the coolest tone shade, and I used a tiny bit on my NARS ITA brush and just carved out my cheekbones a little bit more, and yeah, sculpted out a little bit more where I had done before. And then I just used a fluffy brush with no product on it to blend. And then I decided to add a little bit of more bronziness, but I would have skipped this step because I think it was a little bit too much. So if you're copying me, don't do this step, you don't need it. Then I'm using my BH Cosmetics 10 color blush palette. I'm using this really bright corally orangey shade, and I'm just going to pop that on my cheekbones and blend it back towards my hair. Then I just take my beauty blender once again. This thing is so handy, and I'm just blending the edges. Then for a highlight, I'm using my Holy Grail Mary Loumanizer beautiful highlighter. And I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush, just popping that on the tops of my cheekbones to give me a beautiful glow, and on my cupid's bow, down my nose, above my eyebrows, on my chin, on my forehead, wherever the hell you want to highlight, you just go ahead and you highlight. Then to make sure everything is set, I use my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and now I'm moving on to my lower lash line. I'm using this Rimmel shadow stick pencil, and it's this bright blue color obviously, and I'm lining my waterline and taking it down below onto my lash line a little bit as well. Then I take this what brand is this, Real Techniques little smudgy brush just to blend the edges before going in with my BH Cosmetics Day to Night palette and using that turquoise blue color just to intensify the cream shadow and make sure it stays. Then I just take my 217 once again and blend the edges before picking up a little bit more of the buck shade from the Naked palette and just making sure everything's nice and blended. And then of course just adding some lower lash mascara. Then to highlight the inner corners, I just took the shade Virgin and popped that on the inner corners, and that is the eyes complete. Then for lips, I just lined them with this Rimmel lip liner and then filled them in with my MAC Pure Zen lipstick, and that is it for this look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this springtime look. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!